terms of one nation attacking another nation. This is perhaps the closest that comes to an attack which is short of war.
The Mumbai terror attack was planned with military precision and exposes the city's systemic fault lines. A state inquiry uncovers critical lapses in how the city was defended. Over 8 months, Indian intelligence agencies had fielded no less than 6 specific alerts signaling a seaborne terror attack on luxury hotels. Yet, the terrorists sail in unimpeded.
I think the whole system was not sufficiently responsive, and intelligence was not being shared on a real-time basis, and there was no pressure to share intelligence, to come to conclusions.
The inquiry also reveals the endemic failures of the state government and the Mumbai police. The city had already experienced terrorism, and yet the force lacked ammunition, training, and staff. In the heat of the moment, senior police officers failed to coordinate their actions and deviated from standard procedures. The most devastating fallout came within the first 3 hours of the attack, when 3 of the city's finest officers drove to their death trying to secure Karma Hospital. Rakesh Maria from the Mumbai police ran the control room during the siege and now heads the investigations into the attacks. The captured terrorist Kasab is his chief lead. Kasab reveals he's from Faridkot in Pakistan. Like him, 500 young men were recruited by the internationally banned terror outfit Lashkar-e-Taiba, an Al-Qaeda ally. After 18 months of commando training at various Lashkar camps across Pakistan, 10 men were shortlisted to carry out the attacks. Maria compiles an 11,000-page case report charging Kasab with 166 counts of murder. 35 Lashkar operatives in Pakistan are also named accessories.
The handlers, the real perpetrators of the crime are in Pakistan, on foreign soil. They are the people who are Talibanizing, indoctrinating innocent youth. Till they are stopped, this thing is not going to end. You are going to get one crop after another.
The Pakistan government admits for the first time that the attack was planned and launched from its territory.
We have now 2 portions of this investigation. One is in India and one is in Pakistan. Crime to the criminal relates to the incident which has happened in India. Some part of the conspiracy has taken place in Pakistan, and all those, according to the available information, most of them, they are in our custody.
Pakistan denies official involvement in the attack, but they present a dossier to India with details of the outlawed terror group Lashkar's plan. Some Lashkar observers believe that the Pakistani Inter-Services Intelligence, or ISI, may have ghost-directed the attack through Lashkar's operational commander Zaki-ur-Rahman Lakhvi.
The difference which you make between state actors and non-state actors actually get diffused if you look at a guy like Lakhvi. And Lakhvi was handled by several of the guys in the ISI who are even now present but retired. Even in Pakistan, there is a saying that, there is an ISI within ISI. This group, which I call it the shadow ISI and the shadow army, which at the moment exists in Pakistan and which is not accountable to anybody.
The Prime Ministers of Pakistan and India meet at an international summit in Egypt. But behind the handshakes, the relationship has been further strained.
Clearly, they had expected India to respond very quickly against Pakistan in a military sense, and that would then put to rest any American speculation that Pakistan was not facing an Indian military threat, and Pakistan would therefore be able to justify its troop levels on the Indo-Pak border and not extricate its troops to fulfill the American agenda of battling the Taliban, Al-Qaeda and other terror groups on the Pak-Afghan border.
Military analysts feel 2611 was designed by its conspirators to bring two nuclear states with a history of conflict to the brink of war. Mumbai bears the brunt, but the city is ramping up its defenses. It now has its own NSG base, just like 3 other Indian cities, to speed up response to future attacks. The city police is revising its standard procedures in crisis and has a $26.4 million modernization plan that includes new weapons and equipment. The train terminus limps back to normalcy just a few hours after it is attacked. The Trident Hotel and the Taj Tower wing reopen after a month. Leopold Cafe is bustling again 4 days after it was attacked. The owner keeps the bullet marks in memoriam.
In the end, when we open, we try to show it to the world that it is we who are more successful than the terrorists. Let us show to the world that, you know, like terrorists cannot overtake us, and we cannot be bogged down by terrorists.
The dark days in Mumbai have had a lasting impact on John Fesco.
And when you go through an experience like this where you almost die, at least twice, maybe 3 times, you really appreciate how limited your time is here. And you're forced to appreciate life in much greater depth.
Terrorists killed people indiscriminately, but the Mumbai terror attacks strengthened India's resolve to fight terror.
No country is safe. Every country must remain vigilant 24/7. Unless we join together and wipe out the scourge of terrorism, no country is safe.